goes to the senior high school graduates of class 2023. To give us the message of the graduating batch, may we all welcome Hailey with high honors.
You may now take your seats. Thank you so much, po. The day I was given this graduation assignment, I spent the following nights wondering what to talk about and what significant story I should share. Is there something interesting about me? Is there something that others would gladly like to hear? I mean, I doubt my personal wisdom is credible enough yet for me to preach some serious life lessons, so I'm not going to do that. However, I've got a long list of quotes, morals, and perspectives from fictional characters who I loved, empathized with, and aspired to become. To our distinguished resource speaker, Ms. Melanie Cagayan, our admirable school administrator, Ms. Donna Joy Godio, reputable school academic head, Mr. Bertrand Kerwin T. Sevilla, our dedicated senior high school assistant principal, Ms. Mary Grace V. Carino, our hardworking program heads, faculty members, and school staff, our special guests, proud parents and guardians, and our fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen, a pleasant morning to all of you. From a young age, I've always loved to visit unworldly places through the books that I've read and movies that I've watched. Fantasy, horror, dystopian, and most especially romance. I enjoy taking a breath of various worlds different from ours. It gives me perspective. It gives me an understanding of why some things or people are the way they are. Most importantly, it inspires me. I encountered a lot of characters who empowered me and continued to serve as positive forces in my life. One of which is Katniss Everdeen from the Hunger Games. For those who aren't familiar, Katniss is an ordinary girl who volunteered as a tribute for the annual Hunger Games. The Hunger Games is a survival game created by the elites known as the Capitol. As the name suggests, it is a battle to satisfy these three types of hunger. Hunger for resources, for power, and for blood. Going back to Katniss, she's bold. She's self-assured. She has a clear sense of moral values that keep her grounded throughout the games despite all the deceits, betrayals, and immorality that come as a price for participating. Because of those traits, she earned the title the Mockingjay. After knowing Katniss, all I could think about was that it had become my ultimate dream to be a Mockingjay. And you can dream of being one too, if you want. That is why I dissected every bit of what makes her worthy of the title. First, she focuses on her own competition. The Mockingjay doesn't walk around sticking her neck out at other people's businesses. Rather, she focuses on her own progress and survival. It is an extremely relevant reminder for us, my fellow graduates, especially now that we are entering a new chapter in our lives. I know it's easy to be distracted by the pressure to succeed or the fear of falling behind from our peers. But know that life is not a race, but a survival game. May we always be reminded that this isn't a matter of who gets to college first, who gets immediately hired after graduation, or who gets to earn their first paycheck. Rather, it's a matter of who has the determination and endurance to do what it takes to succeed. Second, she knows who the real enemy is. The Mockingjay doesn't just go shooting her foe with arrows without a sound reason. She understands that they aren't her real enemies, but rather the elites who cage them in that arena for their own entertainment. In our case, I meant it as a reminder that we shouldn't be competing against our friends and peers, but rather our own fears and self-doubts. Instead of being threatened by others' capabilities, may we use them as motivation to expand our knowledge and hone our skills. Sure, being scared or afraid of losing opportunities to someone is valid, but it's never right to project our own insecurities onto someone who has clearly worked hard to be who they are right now. Remember, winners focus on winning. Losers focus on winners. Third, she understands that to win the war, one must experience pain and make sacrifices. The Mockingjay got poisoned, struck by a bullet, and got wounded from losing her loved ones, yet she still carried on. I'm not saying that we should face the same fate as Katniss. We're not characters. We're not invincible. What I'm saying is that there's no sweet ending without a bitter beginning. There's no high score without hours and hours of study. There's no getting better without practicing. Man, there's no insert your crush name cutie without first moves and confession. Basically, we must be willing to go through the process. We must be willing to shoot our shots before we expect results. Lastly, she surrounds herself with people who genuinely believe in her. The Mockingjay wouldn't have survived if not for those who fought alongside her. We're the same. We need a strong support system that will uphold us and keep us steady when we are stumbling and falling to the ground. We need someone who have faith in us even when we couldn't find faith in ourselves. If you've already found those people, keep them. With that, I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the reasons why I am standing here before you today. For STI College Caloocan, thank you for providing me with an avenue where I honed my skills and battled my self-doubts. For my dear teachers, thank you for seeing my potential and for equipping me with the knowledge to enrich it. For my classmates, Yums to Owan, thank you for embracing me with open arms and for making our last year in senior high school extremely memorable. For my ever-supportive friends and group mates, Uy, Good and et al. You know who you are, guys. Thank you for being fun and chill company. You are the best group mates I could ever ask for. For my loving family, thank you for your unwavering support, and for making me feel like my achievements, no matter how small, always deserve a grand fireworks show. For my parents, Mommy and Daddy, thank you for all your hard work and sacrifices. I owe it to both of you that I can chase after my dreams more comfortably. Thank you for having faith in every choice that I make for my future. I promise po, I will never betray your trust. For the Almighty God, thank you for bestowing on me the wisdom, health, and protection to make it this far. Please continue shedding your light on me and on all the warriors in this room right now as we embark on yet another survival game. My fellow graduates, this is the moment we've all been waiting for. The confetti and spotlight are ours. This chapter of our lives may be closing, but that doesn't mean our journey ends here. The competitions are tougher now. The twists and turns are trickier than ever before. The roads are steeper and narrower. We might be encountering lots of dead ends, no matter how hard we try to avoid them. Or perhaps we'd be taking stopovers more frequently and longer than we'd like. Still, keep on going. For we didn't get this far only to get this far. Ika nga nila, malayo pa pero malayo ka na. Someday, everything we've been through can no longer haunt us and will forever be tucked away under our burnout pillows, in the dark corners of our rooms, and in the depths of our nightmares. My valiant warriors, my aspiring Mockingjays, I can't wait to leave the day when our battles are won, our stories get passed down like folklore, and our names shine like legends for all eternity, just like Katniss. But for now, may these words from the Mockingjay herself serve as our comfort and inspiration as we brave some of the fiercest storms in our lives. I have nightmares too. Someday, I'll explain it to you. Why they came, why they would ever go away. But I'll tell you how I survived it. From the bottom of my heart, congratulations, graduates of batch 2022-2023. May the odds be ever in your favor. Thank you.
Let us give another warm round of applause to Hailey Celoterio with high honors. Thank you very much, Hailey, for that very inspiring message. And to you, aspiring Mockingjays, you may now take your